are we? Is this... Holy crap. Is this...
The Shadow Realm. Home sweet home. Not looking so sweet right about now, though.
How did we get here?
My guess is when you destroyed that whisper, the memory sucked us through. But what the hell happened to this place? It's like everything just crumbled. Something is wrong.
Was something right for a second? Did I miss it? Whatever happened, you got yourself back home. But I'm not staying here.
I didn't plan this, but I understand. You're confused.
I could give a shit how it happened. How do I get home?
There's something I should tell you. There are 3 swords that go by the name Nobitsuraka. Each is said to carry a piece of the legendary weapon.
A piece? So what? It doesn't work on its own?
Not at its full ancient killing capacity, no.
Oh, wonderful.
Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Warrior with me, BrainBoy 20, where we had last left off. We had killed the Whisperer in the cemetery after being introduced to one of the most annoying enemies. And now this is a re-recording of the previous episode. Or specifically, this is me recording over the previous video because I had lost the audio due to a crash on Windows part. Anyway, welcome to Hell. Or at least the most hellish landscape seen since Doom 3's Hell. Then again, there might be others, but I'm not really familiar with many of them. Now, I don't actually remember half the things I did, because I did this all yesterday, and I had to kind of leave in a huff after doing a bunch of homework right after I was done. And I didn't feel like re-recording this at the time, so I've forgotten most of everything that happened. But I remember distinctly that I'm going to be hunting for a lot of secrets right now, so I might as well have a small chat. From now on, we have progressed so far into the game that in order to re-access the levels I've already completed would require me to play through the entire game again. And due to the variable nature of how the karma system works, I don't want to be under-leveled or more over-leveled than what I'd previously done last time. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the Nobitsuraka. Yeah. Here's the Nobitsuraka's benefit. The energies emitted by this leather wrapping fill any blade with mystical power, increasing damage by 20%, making our katana infinitely better, and hopefully at some point able to kill demons in one swing. But that's not why I'm here. I'm not going to re-record any of these episodes, so these might be of a slightly lower quality than usual. Ah, bloody well. I also do intend to try to finish up one of the 2 series soon so I can start on others, as I'm starting to get emails from companies that want me to either review and or play their game. And I might as well do so. Make a small name for myself, it can't possibly hurt. In the long run. I mean, in the short term, people might say I'm a sellout, but freaking well, it's my channel. I could run into the ground if I wish. I might not give the best impression, but who cares at this point. Anyway. Wow, I did not notice that skip last time it happened. And I'm almost halfway tempted to start skipping ahead, because I remember that I'm hunting for a bunch of secrets that turn out at the very end of the level to not exist. And it's going to be like this for a while, because I'm just chatting mostly about the atmosphere of the place. And how I'm not as immune to fire as I would like to be, which is actually a very useful ability, if they actually did anything with it. Because I distinctly remember that there's actually no benefit to fire immunity aside from I can run through fire and flames. But aside from that, they really did evoke a good atmosphere with the game itself, with all the light, dark, and fire and shadow. It really does give off this evocative image of hell, even though this really isn't supposed to be that place, so something is very clearly wrong here. And I think I got turned around here thinking that it's the right way while I'm also hunting for secrets that still don't exist. But hopefully we'll get to a much more amusing section later. Ugh. Yeah. The events I'm usually doing that cause me to delay this upload by a day is because I'm a part of several RP groups. Or more specifically, one RP group that likes to hang out a lot. And usually Friday nights are one of those days. I thought it was a good idea to try jumping in the magma. I swear that's the best idea. And I'm actually going to talk about this later, when we realize that we're standing beneath someone who's very clearly moving. So if you don't think this is what we're going to be fighting, well, you're bloody wrong. But if I remember correctly, it takes a while for it to actually engage in the fight, so I'll keep talking. The RP group likes to hang out on Fridays. I had a bunch of homework due Friday, so I couldn't really re-record this at the time, as a lot of my homework is due at 12 o'clock at midnight. Anyway, welcome to the boss. I'll show.
That's Gozu. In his memory, he was smaller.
That's his money. To get that off him is really quite puny.
And you see the fireballs entering the arena, but at least the fireballs have a purpose. Anyway, I'm waiting for them.
How am I supposed to defeat him?
Shoot the glowing cracks.
Oh yeah, I don't have the SMG ammo. I completely forgot. I have absolutely no ammunition whatsoever. So what I currently have, and his shots hurt. Which is where the healing spell really comes into play when you have boss fights like this.
Oh, that was good.
Anyway, I'm going to basically be using my pistol in order to break off his armor, but thankfully, the game is helpful enough to spawn ammunition for you, so if you happen to have no ammunition or money, you're not screwed. Which is why I say, you never want to buy ammunition. The game will never do anything to try to screw you over. But what I could have done was really boost my stamina regen or get more stamina. I think I'm going to try a ranged attack with the sword, or I just need to actually... And since I happen to have picked up some SMG ammo, it's time to just unload into the man. But thankfully, it takes more than one cycle to actually kill the boss, no matter how strong you are. Maybe in easy mode, one entire clip, or I should say magazine, would be enough to break it. But not in this case. And the laser attack that he has kind of sucks if you don't have any stamina left to continue to dodge it. But thankfully, this leg should go down very quickly. Anyway, most of the time I have to spend a lot of time healing in order to make sure I don't end up dying in this fight, because his attacks deal so much damage, but we take out one section of his armor. Unfortunately, it's the most useless section, as we'll find out later, as the armor sections actually have... Destroying the armor sections actually has a benefit on the boss. From this point onward, he can no longer use his charging attack, if I remember correctly, because he lost a piece of his armor there. And I'm trying to take out the other piece of his leg to hopefully immobilize him. The crossbow is also one of the best weapons to use against this guy, awkwardly enough, even though attempting to attack with it's kind of useless because it's very difficult to do so. And I remember early on that the dialogue was kind of off track, or off center, or whatever, delayed because of a small glitch that occurred in it, but that doesn't really matter to me in the long run. But you can see now he's not actually using his charge attack anymore. Which is good for me, because the charge attack kind of sucks to deal with. And I'm just going to unload again one more time into the leg, and hopefully that should take him down. Thankfully it gives you enough time to reload in order to break it as well. But now I'm actually going to destroy the most useful portion of the armor to destroy. After I, of course, heal myself up and grab more ammunition, because I'm going to use this time to get as much ammo as possible in the arena, so I don't have to get more of it later. Unfortunately, there's no way to destroy the headpiece of his armor, and as such, we just have to destroy the outer sections still, as the final chi line is not yet available to us, as you can see by his health bar coming off in segments of 5. The pistol actually does respectable damage, as does the explosive crossbow bolt, which I remember finally you can detonate in mid-air, so I don't miss as often. And just to say, this is all my fault of getting hit so much. The boss always telegraphs his attacks so well that it's like, if you actually are paying attention to the boss while going around the arena, you should never really be hit. So I'm just trying to think as if he's like overloading the armor or something like that, or if he's just heating it up by repeatedly hitting the same spot until it detonates. But now the armor is very clearly going to break off once he hits the ground again with his axe. Anyway, without that second wave of his armor, you'll see that his axe has fallen off, meaning you no longer have to deal with those annoying axe attacks. You do have to deal with the fact that he's going to constantly be lasering me. But that's all I can really deal with. That's all that I can really do. Or be bothered with at this point. I mean, now I can actually use the sword against him, but I'm not really interested in that. I think at this point in time I've also noticed that the rocks are floating about in the air. And they certainly look like this place is certainly an atmospheric arena. It's just you can't really focus on it because you're dealing with, you know, McLarge huge over here. I also love how he just always pulls out the second SMG. I also realized here that I was actually missing the vast majority of my shots from the SMG because they're not long-range weapons, and so I get a close range and unload 2 full clips into him, which is enough to break him in one cycle, which would have been so bloody useful if I knew that beforehand. And now onto the final stage of the fight, where he just throws away all hope and is now going to rampantly charge us until we're dead. Toro, ole! Unfortunately, since most of my guns are unloaded, I can't really hit him. One thing that's interesting is that you could just shoot him in the back and still hit the crystal as long as you know exactly where it is, because, you know, enemy models are not always solid objects. Unfortunately, the side you're apparently immune from, which I have no idea why that happens, but from the back you're not. And here's just to prove that you need to use the dash attack in order to avoid getting hit there. But hopefully, he should reveal himself. We unloaded their pistol rounds, which is actually the worst possible round I think I could use here. And I nearly die, because that thing hurts to deal with. Now, hopefully I'll be smart enough to actually change weapons at some point, instead of using the pistol only. But I forgot I have to reload. And here's why the exploding crossbow bolt is incredibly useful against bosses, and why I wanted to use it. Because a couple shots from the exploding crossbow are usually enough to level a boss to 0. Such as this. And I'm gonna quickly go and grab him.
Fending off a demon horde? Check. Defeating an immortal being from another dimension? Check. Today is going awesome.
And cutscene taking away my ability to get ammo.
Hoji, what are you? You were banished.
Jeez, you go away for 200 years. You'd think you'd get a little... Hey, OG, I was wandering the earth like a homeless ghost.
What do you want with me?
I want to know how a moron like you created a whisperer.
I didn't. I just gave up my memories.
Still doing endless dirty work, huh? Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir. The ruler of the ancients. The cock that got me banished.
You can't fight him, Hoji. and neither can this little mortal.
You mean the little mortal who just kicked your ass?
I also tracked down and killed your Whisperer.
Maybe. But you won't find the others.
Others? Other Whisperers?
Oh no.
Well, I'll be cuddled to death by puppies. Enra's trying to assemble the Nobitsurakage. But why?
He didn't tell me.
Of course he didn't. Look what happens when you try to keep secrets. But I have a hunch you know where the other Whisperers are.
You can't make me tell you.
I don't have to. Just say ah.
What?
Is he dead?
Have you been listening? He's an ancient. Without the Nobitsurakage, these guys can't be killed. I sucked enough chi out of him to make a portal back.
Finally, some good news.
I have just enough chi for one passage.
You're not gonna leave me here.
Oh, it'll fit both of us. Just don't hesitate once I open it. Time to go after the next Whisperer.
Wait, what?
That's where this portal leads. But you can always stay here. The offer expires in 3,
God damn you,
2,
Hoji!
1.
Alright, and that leads it to the end of this episode. I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode of Let's Play Shadow Warrior. Killing a dark god of the Shadow Realm? Not really, just an ancient. And now off to get the next Whisperer. Hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Shadow Warrior, and I am signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it helps out a great deal. And I am signing off. And that was a lot faster because I have about 10 seconds remaining, which I'm going to keep trying to fill up as we segue out of this game with a near perfect score for the mission in my terms. Farewell.